Yes, a big deal is in the building, and this one is huge because this HP laptop, if you were to purchase it separately, would cost $1,060. Today, it's on a big deal price of $339. It's almost laughable about how much money you're saving from the if purchased separately price. If you are somebody who is in the market for a new computer, this is the hour that you have got to pay attention to, because the one that's in front of me very well may be coming to you with not only free shipping and handling, full of programs like MS365. We're giving you additional software in here, and we're going to go through the whole voucher that you're getting as well a little bit later on in the show. You're going to be getting that wireless mouse that's going to match back to the color of the computer, and we're giving you all the specs that you need. E328133 is the item number. If you want to pick this up in the color that you see in front of you, this one is called the Snowflake White. That Snowflake White is our most limited option. About 185 of those to go around, and that is it. This is an encore presentation of our big deal. And what big stands for? Well, before it's gone. And when the next 185 of these get picked up, you won't see this on the table anymore because it will be the G in the big, it will be gone. Right next to that, this is your winter lavender. I love the deep purple to this. On the inside, every single one of the computers that we have, you're going to see is a silver base on the inside. So very business, very professional. I love, but I also like that you can have that pop of personality here with the color. Now we have another color we're going to show you on QVC.com. That is our natural silver option. That's absolutely a color that you're going to see in an office over and over and over again. So I think bringing this home and putting it in your office or your office on the go if you're using it for work, that's a great color to choose. And then finally, the one that I'm going to be working off of is one that I really like. This is the Moonlight Blue. So I love the blue that's on the back of this. It's got that little metallic shine to it. Again, everything on the inside is silver. The mouse is going to match back, which is great. And I love that we give you the mouse as well, because really you have three ways to be able to use this. If you want to use the trackpad that's on the bottom of this, you can. If you want to use the wireless mouse that we give you, you can. And yes, this is also a touchscreen as well. What I'm impressed with is this is a matte finish touchscreen, so the electronics nerd in me gets super excited, because typically what you see with touchscreens are glossy glass type of screens, but this one is actually a matte finish. That's a higher end product that you're able to put into here because it's less fingerprint, or it's more fingerprint resistant, which I really like on that as well. Again, your item number is E328133. We have 4 choices for you on this big deal price. The QVC price is normally $399. This is saving you $59 from that. And if purchased separately price, if you were to go to other places outside of QVC and pick up everything that you're getting in this bundle, well, you'd be paying well over $1,000, but not here today. In fact, your easy payment is just $68 a month that you could use on any major credit card. So if you want to add that easy payment on and just have that $68 a month for the next 5 months, that is a really great way to shop with us here at QVC. We're going to welcome in my good friend Alex Abrahantes, who is joining us on Teams today to be with us. Nice to see you, Alex. Thanks for being in the studio thanks for being in the show with us, rather.
Of course, you got it, Justin. Great to be here with you, and great to be able to have this encore presentation of the big deal, because boy, is it big. You're getting so much. I can't wait to talk all about the great features and benefits that this laptop has, everything that it can do for you, how it can enhance your life, and all the fun that you're going to have with this brand new HP laptop.
As we go through this entire hour and everybody is tuning in and watching along with us, if you have any questions, I want you to head over onto my Facebook page. So Justin Sachoka, QVC, that is the page to go to. We are live right there. You're going to see, there we are live right now. You can go ahead and comment with any of your questions, and I will refer them over to Alex. So I'll be monitoring that throughout the show. Even if you just want to stop by, say hi, and let us know where it is you're watching from, we'll give you a little shout out in this show. So know that that is a resource you have throughout the next hour to go ahead and ask away. One thing that I want to start off with, though, is a number that does not have anything to do with the price. The number is 114, and that number, oh boy, is the amount of days until October 14th. Why, Alex, is that important, and what am I counting down to?
Well, unfortunately, it's not anything good, Justin. It's actually the fact that Windows 10 will be going end of life during that time. Well, what does that mean? That means if you have a computer that has Windows 10, you are no longer going to be receiving super valuable updates from Microsoft to keep your computer safe, which means that your computer is now susceptible to viruses and malware and all those evil things out there because your computer is no longer protected by Microsoft. Your apps may not function the way that they normally would. Your computer's performance could begin to decline. That's why it's so important that you begin the process of updating with Windows 11. So this computer has Windows 11. You have the latest and greatest features such as Copilot, that artificial intelligence that we'll tell you all about. You also have a variety of other features and benefits that make this, in my opinion, the easiest, most intuitive operating system that Microsoft has ever developed. So with Windows 11, it really truly was designed for touch. And of course, this is a touchscreen display. And it's so easy to use. If you've ever used a smartphone or a tablet, you're going to be able to pick it up right away. When you want to search for something, just put it in that magnifying glass. You're going to be able to find it. You can also change the way that your computer looks completely by selecting a different theme. Or how about multitasking? So you can snap up to 4 different apps on the screen for true multitasking. In addition to that, this computer has an HDMI out, which allows you to connect it to another monitor or display. And you can connect at just one touch using that Teams button. So in a matter of moments, you can have a video, a voice, a text conversation. You can attend virtual meetings and events. You also have this personalized page of widgets. These are really great because let's say you want to keep track of sports scores or the weather. It'll just pop up on the bottom left-hand side. It's really great. And with this computer, there's so many different ways to interact with it, whether you want to use this touchscreen, the trackpad, the included Bluetooth mouse. We'll tell you all about that here shortly. You can do that. You also have the ability to stream games thanks to Game Pass. You can connect an Xbox controller to this because it does have Bluetooth. And then you have access to the Microsoft Store, which is where you can download millions of books, music, programs, movies. Pretty much everything you think of is right at your fingertips right here, thanks to Windows 11.
Windows 11 is certainly the operating system that's going to be able to make your life a little bit more organized, that's going to make your life a little bit more easy when it comes to technology. And if when you hear that word technology, you immediately kind of shrug your shoulders, you roll your eyes, you say to yourself, no, I'm not a technological wizard. I don't want to have a computer with all the newest bells and whistles because I won't know how to use it. In fact, Alex, it's kind of the opposite, right? Having the latest and greatest in the operating system, in Copilot, in MS365, when we bring in the latest and greatest in technology today, it's all designed to make our life more easy and simple, easier to navigate. It's not so much that it's more advanced, that it's now not something that's attainable. It's actually the complete opposite. It's easier to use, right?
Right. I say it's simple yet robust. Simple because Microsoft has heard all of everyone's complaints about previous operating systems that it may take a couple of steps to get somewhere. But now with Windows 11, it is so simple. So right here, for example, that's the search bar. I can type in anything that I want in there, and it's going to automatically pre-populate. For example, if I want to go to Word, which is part of Microsoft 365, which we'll tell you about here shortly, I can just click Word. You see it automatically auto-populated. I can click on that, and then within a matter of seconds, it's going to open that program. So it really is so simple that anyone can really pick this up. And by the way, take a look at this. This is the Windows button right here. These are your apps. And if they look very familiar, it's that same type of experience that we've grown accustomed to on smartphones or tablets, where all the applications are there, where before it was a little bit more complicated. Now, everything is so simple. It's alphabetized there. So it really is so easy to just start and get going right away with Windows 11.
The price of this computer is $68 a month on an easy payment. $68. That's it. That is super affordable to bring in a big name brand. In fact, when you hear that price, you may think that it's Joe's computer from Joe's Computer Shop, not HP, like of Hewlett-Packard, not HP of that global brand that's used in offices around the world, homes around the world. And yet here at QVC, because of our relationship with HP, we're able to deliver this not just powerhouse computer. But we're also able to deliver this with MS365 as well. $68 a month on any major credit card, shipping to you for free, when if you were to purchase this separately, you would be paying $1,060. Today, $339.98 is your price. The choice is, do you want the blue, which is the one you see in front of me? That's a moonlight blue. Now, earlier I misspoke, and I actually called this one the winter white. With the lighting, it did actually look like it was white like that, but this is a silver, so I'll point that a little bit more so you can see. This one here is that natural silver. Here it is in the winter lavender, and it's that deep purple, which I love. Remember, you're getting the mouse along with it. This one is the winter white that you're gonna see. That's gonna be a stark, beautiful white cover on it, and you do get that white mouse with it as well. That is the most limited option in the white, with well under 200 that we have available for you there. Now, when we're talking about the battery life here, it's 12.5 hours, and that was rated off of video playback. So that means 12.5 hours of binge watching your favorite show literally for the entire day. If you wanted to, from the moment maybe you woke up until you went to bed, the battery is gonna last. So when I'm thinking about people who are going off to college, this may be fantastic for them. When I'm thinking about somebody who is constantly on the go, maybe they don't work in a traditional office, maybe they're partially remote, or they're constantly traveling for work, this is something that they can take with them every which way that they go. Because of that battery life, they don't always need to be near the plug. If that's you, it is time for you to pick this up on an easy payment of just $68 a month on any major credit card. Now, one of the things that I mentioned was MS365. That comes included with this. So Alex, I'd love to dive into what that is, but just right out of the gate, when we get this at home, is there a voucher where I have to plug a number into for MS365, or is it pre-downloaded on this computer?
No, thanks for asking that, Justin, because that is a question we get quite often. And if you are giving this to someone who's going to be graduating, like my niece Marissa just graduated this past week, let's say they don't graduate for a couple more weeks. Well, the activation process is when that year begins with Microsoft 365. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go right here to the Start menu. And Word just happens to be there. You can open up any of the Microsoft 365 programs, and we'll run you through them here in just a moment. But when I open up that program, let's go and open up Excel, for example. If this was the very first time that I was opening this up, it would walk me through the activation process. You don't need a credit card, which is great. It's automatically built in here. It just takes a minute just to basically set this up, and then you're good to go. So at that moment of activation, that's when the year begins. So maybe you're giving this to someone that's going back to school and they don't start school maybe until early September or late August. The year does not begin until they actually activate it. So I want to make sure everyone knows that.
That's a really great point to this, and thanks for clearing that up. When we're talking about MS365 and the world of that, what are we talking about? I think for a lot of us, we just immediately go to Microsoft Word because it was so well marketed as Word that a lot of people think that that may be it. Or yeah, you do get Excel, you do get PowerPoint, but it does go far beyond that too, doesn't it?
Oh my goodness, Justin. It has so many great programs, and I'm going to walk you through them because these are the programs that you probably have heard about. Maybe there's some that you haven't. Once you start using these, you're really going to see the benefits. And I think it's just so fantastic that you're getting a year included. Now, with this, of course, you're going to get Microsoft Word, which allows you to create greeting cards, mailing labels, envelopes, resumes. You also have the ability to create spreadsheets and graphs with Excel. You have PowerPoint, which allows you to create beautiful looking presentations, social media posts, all from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, you're going to get Teams, which replaces Skype here. You're going to get a variety of other programs, including Clipchamp, which is a video editing program. And one of the big things about this is that fact that you're going to get that terabyte of storage in the cloud with OneDrive. So inside of this computer, you're getting 128 gigabytes of solid state light drive storage. That's quite a bit of storage. However, with Microsoft 365, now you're getting a terabyte of storage in the cloud, which means that you can store all of your files, all of your memories securely in the cloud. It's like having a safety deposit box in the sky, and then you can access them on any computer, including, of course, this one, or any other tablet or cell phone, as long as it's connected to the internet. And that is super important because let's say something happened to your computer and you had all those personal documents and files in here. Right. Guess what? They'd be gone unless you stored them into the cloud. into something like OneDrive. And at that point, you have access to them pretty much anywhere.
I just did a quick little search here to see how much MS365 would cost on its own. Now, you do get the first year that's on us. There's different plans that are all available, and sometimes you can find sale prices and stuff. But I just looked at the price itself, and I will tell you that our Easy Pay is pretty well underneath that, which is pretty impressive that a single Easy Pay